And technically, both of these cakes of yarn were free, right? Good morning, Vlogmas, day 5. It is a beautiful, chilly, and gloomy day here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I am in the mood for some Dutch Bros coffee. I have not tried their holiday menu yet, so we're gonna go to Dutch Bros, we're gonna get some coffee, and then we are going to go walk around Michael's and yarn shop. And yes, I know I have enough yarn. I know I have enough yarn, but I recently saw Wicked, and I crocheted this little Wicked cardigan to go see Wicked. Little did I know, Wicked was going to feature the most iconic sweater I have ever seen. Y'all know the one I'm talking about, Elphaba's sweater, Elphaba's gray sweater. I will say nothing else and no one else say anything else super specific in the comments in case people haven't seen it yet. Oh my gosh. The sweater is absolutely iconic. And yes, the sweater is knit as far as I can tell from just seeing the movie once. I am going to try to crochet Elphaba's sweater because I want one for myself. And yes, I do know how to knit, but I know how to crochet better than I know how to knit. I think I could crochet something similar. Do I need to start yet another sweater when I'm also crocheting myself a Christmas sweater? And I have another sweater I'm trying to crochet as a gift before Christmas. No, I probably don't need to be crocheting 3 sweaters at one time, but I can't stop thinking about this sweater. And so I thought today would be a beautiful, gloomy, chilly day to go and look for yarn that could work for this sweater. But first, coffee. But first, coffee is probably the most millennial thing I've ever said, but I am a millennial and I stand by it. I gotta look at their holiday menu. Oh my gosh. There's so much stuff. What do I want? I see something called a holiday cookie. Hi, good, how are you?
Good, what can I get for you?
Okay, within the holiday cookie, let's see.
Be vanilla sweet cream, an espresso, your soft top.
Perfect. Let's do that as an iced latte.
Absolutely. What size for you?
Wonderful. Medium, please. I got the cookie latte, and I don't technically have any regrets, but now that I'm pulling it further, I see that they have a jingle nog latte. And y'all know, if you've been following along with the series, that I've hated eggnog until this year. I finally love eggnog, and I want to try the jingle nog. That sounds so good.
Perfect. This is our holiday cookie.
Perfect. Thank you. The straw wrapper is so cute. Okay, taste test. I have to do a taste test. Even the straw is red and green. Taste test before I go over to Michael's. Actually, let's do no straw to start so I can get the cold foam. That is very good. It tastes a lot just like a vanilla cold foam coffee, but somehow there is a little bit more of that like cookiness to it. I don't really know how they do that. This is really sweet. If y'all know me, you know that I don't love like super sugary drinks. I'm very guilty of like sugar-free sugary drinks, but a lot of just sugar is sometimes too much for me. But this is delicious. This is really delicious. I think this is only the second time I've been to a Michael's since Joann closed down, partially just out of spite because I'm so mad that we lost Joann's. It's so sad. Joann's was just like my place, you know, like, oh gosh, I love Joann so much. But also partially because I have enough yarn. So now, unless it is like a very specific project, I'm only using the yarn I already have. But today we need yarn for the Elphaba sweater. So let's go find it. Even the carts just aren't the same. Like, I miss Joann's little green carts. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, is this fuzzy granny square yarn? This is fuzzy granny square yarn. This is so cool. I actually decently enjoyed the Red Heart version of this and the worsted weight, the granny square all-in-one yarn. I mean, one time I had to frog it like 17 times, but it was still cool. I feel like this is the vibe we're looking for, but in gray. Oh, maybe down here? Maybe this? Maybe these loops and threads? That's pretty much the vibe. Oh my gosh, we're gonna need so many, aren't we? I literally bet this sweater is gonna end up costing like over $100 in yarn by the time we're all said and done. There's also this multi-tone, but it's really just kind of a solid gray. Before we grab it, let's look around for other gray yarn. I'm almost wondering if we could even combine some yarns. I feel like I could maybe do some like double stacking in certain places, especially along the base. They just like still don't have the yarn selection that Joann's had. It makes me so sad. Ooh, this is cool. Maybe this. What size is this, a 5? I kind of want to get a 6. Okay, without giving you any spoilers, this is the sweater that we're trying to make. It's just like a gray. It's a gray, but it looks like it's at least a size 6 yarn. I really think this one might be the best. I could just get like a worsted weight gray yarn. I just don't think that's gonna have like the floofy effect that her sweater has. I really think I've got to go with the really thick yarn. These are 20% wool and 80% acrylic. I think that having a little bit of that wool in there is gonna also add to like the effect that her sweater has. My only fear is that they're like too much of like a dual tone. If you can see this example here, see how they do definitely change colors, but I don't think the gray is gonna have as obvious of like color changes as the other colors from this line. Even if these don't work for the Elphaba cardigan, I will definitely still use them for something, so let's get them. I was about to leave. I was about to go check out. And then I saw this yarn. This might actually be the sweater yarn. It's slightly bluer, but I feel like it's still gray. It still looks like the sweater. And the yarn is buy 2, get 1 free. And they do have 6 skeins of this. So it's kind of like only buying 4. And it's gonna be so much more yarn than the other 2 skeins were. So it's only going to be $45 for all 6 of these skeins compared to $30 something just for 2 of the other skeins. And for reference, one of these is bigger than one of those. So this is honestly just like a way better deal. And considering I'm pretty like equal with how much I like both of the yarns, we're gonna go with the deal. One of my favorite things on earth is getting home and coming up to the craft room and turning on the lights. Such a vibe in here. I don't know if we should hang up the Elphaba yarn. We would need to cake it for one. Okay, we'll decide later if we're gonna take the time to cake all of these tonight. Maybe. But the other yarn I bought that I didn't show you guys yet is already in a cake, so I can hang these up, and I'm so excited. So here's what happened. You know what, maybe I will go ahead and cake these while we're talking. So I had found 6 skeins that I thought I was going to get, and I was so excited. I was like, oh, these are so perfect, and they're fluffy, and they're gray. They were like slightly too bluish gray, but I still really liked them a lot, and I thought they could really work. And the main reason I was excited that I specifically found 6 was because they were doing a sale today that was buy 2, get 1 free. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'll buy 4 and basically just get the last 2 for free. So I was going to check out, literally in the line, and I'm like looking at the yarn, and I'm like, one of these is a different color. It was a different color. I was like, how did I not notice that? And then I started looking at the thickness of the yarn, and I was like, this is a different thickness. One of them was this yarn, the super fluffy in the color cloudy, and then the other ones were just the fluffy in a different color that was like the slightly more like blue tone. I was just like, how did I not notice that this was a whole different color? And so then I go back to try to find matching yarns. I was like, I don't care if they're the bluish gray or if they're the cloudy gray, and I don't care if they're the fluffy or the super fluffy. I just need multiple that are the same. And I found 2. And I couldn't find the rest. And then this lovely person who was working at Joann's helped me find 2 more of the super fluffy cloud color. But then I had 4 skeins of yarn, but like I was saying, they were doing a deal that was buy 2, get 1 free. So if I had 4 balls of yarn, you know, it's basically like you're getting 2 balls of yarn for free then, right? So I spent so much time trying to figure out which 2 balls of yarn I wanted to get. And I ended up going with these. I got 2 of the same exact skein because I'm thinking I can do some sort of like a little sweater vest, maybe like a short sleeve cardigan where I do half and half, maybe making like a short sleeve hexi cardi, starting with the white on the insides of both sides and going to that dark blue. I just like thought this was so pretty. I don't know if this would be for me or for somebody else. Blue's not normally the color I gravitate towards, but there was something about this that was so icy and blue and beautiful. And I just thought about like, I don't know, like a January sweater, February sweater, where it's kind of like that cold and snowy vibe, but it's like past the holidays, and this just screamed at me. So I had to get it. And I technically, both of these cakes of yarn or free, right? I'm so curious to see how this yarn winds up. I have some of this fluffy yarn, but I don't know if I have this super fluffy. So let's see how this does. If you need to wind yarn, I know it's more expensive, but I highly recommend getting one of the electric yarn winders. Genuinely changed my life. Ah! Okay, it's not all rainbows and butterflies though. If you do get one of these yarn winders, I just got so much of it stuck around the base. And then you have to kind of like pull and put it back on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. Once it gets to like a certain level, especially with like a bigger yarn, you kind of have to go really slow and almost like guide it going around. Oof. Okay, there we go. But even that is still so much better than like the hand crank one. I tried to hand crank a bunch of yarn back in like March or April, and oh my gosh, it hurt my arms so bad. Tilly is just watching this like, what are you even doing? Girl, you have seen me wind so much yarn. You should not be this confused. She literally was here for me winding all of the yarn on the wall. She's looking at this like, what is that contraption? What is it, Tilly? Hey, what is it, baby girl? What's it doing? I think she was staring at the yarn winder so much because I think she's wanting to come and sit in my lap and didn't know if she could. Come here, little Evans. Come here. Oh, that's my baby girl. That's a good girl. Good job. She's a cute little thing. Oh, yes, you are. Do you want to show them your pretty bow? Wow, what a pretty bow for such a pretty girl. And see, it's okay if we wind the yarn. Yeah, it's okay. You've been in my lap so many times before when we're winding yarn, and it's always okay. Winding this yarn was a horrible idea. A horrible idea. It just keeps getting all tangled up. And like, I knew this. I knew this going into it. I feel like every time I wind something that is bigger than a size 5, I have problems with it, but I just so badly wanted to see all of these beautiful gray yarns wound into cakes. But the first one's already looking so messy. I don't think I'm gonna wind the rest of them. And it's fine, because like I usually kind of like have my working yarn like out and set aside anyways, rather than having it on my yarn wall. But I just wanted to see them all as cakes. And this poor cake is like not looking great and really struggling to continue spinning. So I think I'm just going to spin this one yarn cake, and we're gonna leave the rest of them be because this was a mistake. I finally got the skein done. That took like 15 minutes. So I'm not gonna wind the rest of these up tonight. I'm just gonna set them to the side with my working yarn. But for now, I will go ahead and put this cake and these cakes that came this way on the yarn wall. Okay, when I forget what this yarn was, in case I want more, the color is Lagoon, and it's Karen Cloud Cakes. Because I don't keep the labels whenever I put them on the yarn wall. Some people were saying that they like roll up the labels. Let's see if I can make this work. To roll up the labels and then they put them on the inside of the yarn. Does that work? And then they put it on the wall. Wait, that actually might work. Should we start doing that? That's kind of nice. That's kind of really nice. Honestly, if we rolled up all the yarn, we wouldn't even have enough room on the yarn wall right now to add it to the wall anyways. So maybe it's okay if we don't. Our wall is pretty full right now. There's like one little spot up there that I feel like I could add a yarn ball to. And then one big spot over here, and that's where I'm gonna add this one. We have some empty spots right over there behind our tree, but you don't notice it as much since they're like behind the tree. But yeah, overall, we've got a lot of yarn, And I still need to add some of the balls of yarn from projects I was working on but have now finished back to the yarn wall. But for now, this is what we're working with. The main thing I'm gonna have to figure out for the Elphaba sweater is how to do cable knit look, but crochet. I spent the other night watching some tutorials and seeing different ways that people do it, because the back of her sweater, the whole bottom part And then once again, this is just from me seeing the movie once. I feel like I'm literally gonna have to go see the movie again and like take notes and like figure out exactly how to make this sweater. But the bottom of the sweater, it is just kind of like knit. And from what I can tell, it's a stockinette stitch, but it's like inside out where you're seeing like the wrong side, the purl side. And then once it gets like halfway up where it's like to her back, that's where it goes into like the cable knitting, but there's gaps in between. So I'm thinking I can start from the bottom up and I can just crochet, maybe a double crochet, maybe a half double. And then when I get halfway up, I can go into like the cable knit crochet, but somehow leave gaps in between. I don't know. It's gonna be a whole thing to figure out. But before I dive into that, I need to make sure I'm not doing too many projects at once. Who am I kidding? I'm always doing too many projects at once. Before tonight, I do want to make sure that we do today's Wooble Advent Calendar. We are about to do day number 5 of the Woobles Advent Calendar. I have been enjoying this so much more than I thought I would. If you're a regular here, you know I don't really usually enjoy making plushies, but this has been a lot of fun. This Advent Calendar comes with 4 full-size Woobles, and then the rest, as far as I can tell, are all going to be like small Woobles. So far on day 1, we did Sergey the Beaver. On day 2 and 3, we did small Woobles projects. On day 4, we did Lana the alpaca. And day number 5 will most likely be another one of the tiny Woobles. Every day I can't get over just like how cute these little boxes are. I just feel like they're so like fully thought out and just like adorable. I love it. Okay, let's see what number 5 is. All right, it looks like it's another tiny crochet kit. It's a spinning top. Wait, this is adorable. This is so cute. Okay, you've only heard me rave about the Advent Calendar so far, but I do feel like I have one problem with it. And I was gonna wait to say anything until the last day, but I'll tell you my thoughts right now. And then on the last day, we'll see what's changed. So like I said, this Advent Calendar, as far as we know, comes with 4 full-size Woobles, and then the rest of them I think are all going to be like tiny kits like this. So far, the tiny ones have all been holiday things. We got a toy yo-yo, a little spinning top, a piece of candy, and I love that. We're putting them as ornaments on our tree back there. They are so stinking cute. But what I don't understand is why the full-size Woobles, at least so far, the first 2 we've done, why have they not been holiday themed? So far we had an alpaca and a beaver. Maybe the second 2 will be holiday themed. I just don't know why we haven't had like a polar bear and a reindeer and like other holiday themed animals. Is that crazy? Is that silly? Is it good that they're just kind of random animals? I really thought they were going to be like super Christmassy. Like this is Santa's workshop. Even on the front of this showing like a penguin and like a cardinal and like a bear. Like, I don't know, I figured it would be maybe like a teddy bear, a cardinal, a reindeer. Like there's so many, I feel like, Christmassy animals. Maybe I'm just missing something. Are alpacas and beavers like holiday animals that I don't know about? Not that they have to be holiday animals, I just pictured them all. I mean, kind of like the front of this is showing like working in Santa's workshop. Or even if we did have just like a beaver and a llama, but maybe if they were wearing like a hat or a scarf like these pictures are showing, it just kind of feels like random Woobles kits in here rather than like specifically curated ones for the Advent Calendar. And maybe that's fine. I don't know. What do you think? Would you rather them be like holiday specific creatures, or do you like that they're just kind of random animals? And once again, I'm not done yet. We are only on day 5, but I've been really enjoying, let me grab my phone to scan the QR code so I can get started. I've been really enjoying the fact that the little guys are all like holiday themed, and I don't know, I just wish that the big ones were too. My tiny top is complete and it's so cute. What do you think, Tilly? Do you like it? Do you want to play with it? Oh, do you want to play? Oh my goodness. Is it Tilly approved? Is it Tilly approved? Let's add our tiny top to our tiny tree. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. I'm loving this like tiny crochet ornament tree thing. Like, They're so cute. I'm definitely gonna make some other ornaments for this tree as well. My rule for this tree is just that all the ornaments have to be handmade since it's the tree for the craft room. Do you know what I just did? I just got some Taco Bell. If you don't know this about me, I love Taco Bell. I feel like at this point, if you don't know that I love Taco Bell, you genuinely might be new here. If you're new here, welcome, welcome to the Sunflower family. Friends, I think that wraps up our Vlogmas day 5. Oh my gosh, once we get further into the series, I feel like the days are just going to like continuously blur together. I can't believe we're already on day 5, but I also can't believe we're only on day 5. I'm really excited about this. Like, thank y'all so much for encouraging me to do Vlogmas, asking me to do Vlogmas, and for just being very, very, very supportive, reminding me to not burn myself out, to go at my own pace. Like, I really just love y'all. I love our community, and I'm just excited to be doing this. Like, I talked about this a few days ago, but I was already getting like stressed out going into December thinking, oh my gosh, we only have a couple Mondays before Christmas. Like, how are we going to do all the things that I want to do together? Because normally we only do long form videos on Mondays. But now since we're doing Vlogmas, we are doing a new long form video every single day at 6 p.m. Central Time from December 1st to December 25th. And I know not everyone's going to be able to be here for every single day. That's okay. Whenever y'all can pop in and say hi and watch one of our Vlogmas videos, I'm just excited that you're here. That was a good burrito. I have no idea what we're gonna get into tomorrow. I'm kind of thinking we might get back to decorating the craft room because a few days ago we started on our paper chains and then we just stopped. I really, really want to cover the craft room in paper chains and paper snowflakes. I still want to make a second one of those scrap fabric garlands for the fireplace downstairs. I can't find me and Josh's matching stockings, so we just have like mismatched stockings right now, and that's kind of bothering me. So I kind of want to like make us stockings. I don't know, tomorrow might be another just like decorating and craft day, and obviously also doing day 6 of the Woobles advent calendar. Thank y'all for hanging out with me on another day of Vlogmas, and as always in the comments, let me know if there are specific things that you want to see from me during this Vlogmas journey. This is really kind of like my first ever Vlogmas. I tried to do it a couple years ago and I think I only did like 5 videos or something like that. So I think it's safe to say that this is truly my first Vlogmas, and I'm just excited to share it with y'all and go on this adventure over the next couple weeks. Now I'm gonna go finish my Taco Bell and probably turn on Wicked because I can't stop singing the songs in my head after thinking about it so much today. So I'm gonna go watch Wicked and eat Taco Bell and then probably get in bed and crochet and listen to an audiobook. And once again, y'all, if you're new here, welcome to the Sunflower family. My name is Hollyana. Thanks for coming on this journey with us. On this channel, we do a little bit of everything cozy, quirky, and whimsical. We do crochet and DIY and cat videos and Renaissance festivals and thrifting. And I'm just excited that y'all want to be a part of the journey. I'll see you tomorrow.